This is my Nana's recipe box. It's metal. Today, we're gonna make wacky cake, and I'm gonna show you how. This is not my Nana's writing, so I don't know who originally gave her this recipe, but it's one of our favorites out of the box. So here we go. Okay, look, it even says, try this recipe, it's really good, and sounds terrible, but it's really good. It doesn't actually sound too terrible, it's just different. So let's gather our ingredients. Now that we have our ingredients, let's figure out what makes it wacky. Okay, there are no eggs in this recipe, which is a little wacky in itself. The other thing is I believe the origin of this cake came from like the Great Depression era. And another fun fact is you can make it all in one container, and that's all you have to get dirty. Now, I'm gonna make it this traditional way that is on the recipe card, except for the fact that I'm not gonna sift all the dry ingredients together because I just go rogue on that every time. But you can also make this in a bowl, and you don't have to be real particular in which order you go. You can just get it all in there and mix it up. I've done that, it works just fine. Especially if you wanna make cupcakes. Obviously a bowl is easier than a cake pan, but let's get to it. Okay, I don't really ever sift anything, but I do the fork trick before I scoop out my flour so it's not so compact. I just fluff it up. Fluff it up. I've got the oven preheating to 320 degrees, and we need 2 1/4 cups of flour. 1, 2, and 1/4. 1 1/2 cups sugar. 4 1/2 tablespoons of cocoa. Count that as my half and get one more. One 1/2 teaspoons of baking soda. And 3/4 of a tablespoon of salt. All right, that's it for our dry. Now we gotta mix this up. It's kind of zen. It's kind of therapeutic, like one of those little rock gardens or sand gardens. You can just sit here and mix and play until it gets all combined. I guess this is sort of sifting, but not really. Okay, I'll finish my zenning and I'll be back. Okay, once you're all even, you got everything mixed together, this could be one of the reasons it's called wacky cake, is you have to make a few little holes, 3 specifically according to this recipe, that you're gonna put your wet ingredients in. Now I'm gonna tell you again, I've gone rogue and made this many of times without making these holes and then just ended up mixing it all together, and it works, but this is fun. Okay, wet ingredients. This might also be why it's a little wacky. We need 1 1/2 teaspoons of vinegar. Not quite that much. That much. We need 1/2 a cup of oil. Oh, I exceeded my whole, exceeded it. Oh well. It's just like making a sandcastle. We're just continuing on. plus 1/2 plus 1 tablespoon of oil. We had 1.5 teaspoons of vinegar. We need 1.5 tablespoons of vanilla, which, yeah, right, I never measure vanilla because I use vanilla paste. This is your secret to baking right here. And 1.5 cups of cold water. And now you get to mixing. Use a spoon, a spatula. This is the fork I used for mixing all the dry ingredients. And it's calming. Like, give this to your kids. Or playing in the sand, playing in the dough, and get it all mixed up. It looks almost like fudge. All right, it looks like your typical cake batter. It looks kind of fudgy. It's a little thick. Still fun to play with. When you're set, pop it in your oven. I should really wear an apron. I can't do much without making a mess, but I guess I'm used to it. Okay, pop it in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. Do the whole toothpick thing when it comes out, and you're good to go. Okay, so that needs to bake. You probably need to charge your phone like I do, so we're gonna do that. And you're gonna clean up your mess, which actually is pretty much just putting the ingredients away and then cleaning off the counter where you spilled stuff. That might just be me. But I did want to say that oddly enough, it must be the way that the stuff settles in this cake. It will taste better tomorrow. I don't really know the reason, it just does. Consistently will taste better tomorrow. Will we wait till tomorrow to eat it? We will not. This will be dessert tonight for dinner. But if you ever need to know, or you can test it yourself to see what you think, I don't know why, ask a scientist. It'll taste better tomorrow. Okay, our cake just came out of the oven. See, it looks like a normal cake and it tastes pretty good too, but it is different than a normal cake. And thumbprint from taking it out of the oven too. Good job, me. So that is not where my cake video was supposed to end. I was going to show you how to make my frosting, and my frosting is really good. But that's gonna have to be a different day, because even though I did end up making frosting for that cake that we ate, I didn't have time to film it. So follow along and we'll make the frosting another day.